And once again we are in Caithness with Ari the Scarred on his adventure to rescue an elder of his people who he believes will help to restore the world and certainly his memories. And we're into our final 7 encounters or so. So we've discovered that the elder is being held by some kind of sea god or sea creature in the caves on the shore in Thurso Bay. So we've headed down from the town of Thurso and we're going to do some cave encounters. Now before we start that, or as we start those 7 final areas, I thought it'd be good to have a bonfire here. So that's the only thing I wish, unless I'm missing something, I wish there was a way that indicates how often you come across a bonfire. Perhaps I'm just missing something, but you know, you just decide for yourself. It sounds, you know, 7 encounters to go. Let's have a bonfire on the 7th as we start. And we are rolling to find out what kind of encounter we get as we come to this bonfire. So that is a 7, which is an obstacle, which is interesting. So an obstacle for a cave encounter. So rolling a d6 on the obstacle row, or column. Crush of stone walls, overwhelm. Spirit save to avoid panic. So we come across this bonfire, but this small cavern really starts to make us feel claustrophobic and is doing our head in, quite frankly. So we're going to do a spirit save. Need to roll a 10 or less. Wow. We are feeling so freaked out and distressed by the heaviness of the rock and how it sort of closes in on us. We are feeling unable to enter. Wow, how are we going to deal with that? Well, we have a bleached jawbone, and we have a low chance of communing with the spirits of our ancestors if we roll 1, or summoning a vengeful spirit if we roll a 20. So as we try to recover ourselves out here, we're going to try communing with our ancestors. Yeah. 9. Well, we get ourselves together, we overcome our panic, but this enclosing chamber is still preventing us from going this way. Let's have a think. So I think we're going to do a wit save to try and find another entrance. If we save, then we find one quickly. If we don't, then it's going to be a bit more of a struggle. So 7, we do. We find, how will we put this? I guess we'll go back outside, and we quickly find another entrance because we make our save. So we'll roll up another encounter for this, and we don't get to that bonfire, which is awkward, because we need to recharge our mead flask, and we can't. So yeah, let's roll a d12 for another encounter as we go this way instead. So this will be our 6th encounter, but we did not get to the bonfire, unfortunately. So we're rolling a 11, which is a conflict. So as we enter this cave, we're going to come across some people. So a cave conflict is going to be a 6, which is stone demon. which eats the remains of a troll. So let's do a quick oracle check to see what the situation is with this demon. It's eating a troll, so let's just give it a bit of context. Overcome, hopeful, iron. Overcome, hopeful, iron. Perhaps this demon is vulnerable to iron. So, yeah, well, would our axe be made of iron? I guess so. Yeah, I think so. So perhaps our axe will do. We'll roll with advantage when we use that. So yeah, but let's see what the demon's going to do. If we try to sneak by, thing is, this if I kill this demon, it will drop a soul, so I'll gain a soul, and that's great, and possibly a magical item. Maybe we'll see. But it's a big old beast. We've beaten one before, but yeah, do we think we can take it on? I think maybe we can with our wrought iron axe, which does d8 damage, and we roll with advantage because it is vulnerable to iron. So yeah, I'm going to sneak up and try and get the first attack by rolling my dex or less. Didn't think I would. So the demon hears me creeping up on him and about to hit him in the head with my axe, and it launches to attack. Now, what is its actions? This grab attack is quite bad, so we'll see what it does. 4. It does the grab attack. I need to do a dex save to get out of its way, and I fail. Okay, how much damage does it do? D6 damage, and I lose my next turn, so it gets to attack me again. So 5. I use 5 resilience. Take 1 off that, so I lose 4. So I'm down to 4 resilience. Okay, I'll keep track of my resilience here, and the demon's is over there. So I'm down to 8. I have no mead flask, and it attacks me again because I missed my turn. 9 is an attack, it's a flat out attack. So its normal attack would be a club or ground slam. So 1 to 3, it's a club. It's a ground slam, that's d8 damage. 3. So that's down to 2. So I lose 2 resilience. Wow. So I've missed 1 attack. Now I get my first proper attack, and I'm rolling 2d8 with advantage because I'm hitting it with my axe, trying to smash its skull open, if stone demons have skulls. So 8, well, that is a dire strike, so let's look into doing some serious damage with that. No, I didn't use a hack attack, I just used a normal attack, so I don't get the dire strike. But we do him. What's his defense? Defense 2, so we do him 6 damage. He's down to 3 resilience. That's good. But now he gets his attack, and what does he do? On this enemy action chart, wow, spirit save or falter from ferocious attack, take double damage. My spirit is not great, it's 10. We managed to not falter, but we do take double damage. So 1 to 3, it's a club. Okay, it's the d8s. So we roll d8 and double it, or 2 d8s. I guess we double it, don't we? 8 damage. So I take away 1. That's 7. That leaves me at -1, so it eats into my strength. I'm down to 11, and I need to make a strength save. I might get killed here. My strength is 11. Wow. Wow. Ari is down. Okay, we've been killed by the stone demon, but obviously all is not lost in Runecairn. Now, I might be wrong, but the last bonfire we rested at, I think, was with the Berserker wanting a fight back on Encounter 17 as we work our way down. So we would, as we were unable to rest at that bonfire, by rights we should respawn there. Now, after that, we had the Jotun youth smiling, who we interacted with. Then we came to the blacksmith's house, who gave us a buckler. We met the eerie merchant, and we swapped an armband for medicine for the blacksmith. We came across a shrouded headless figure, and we lost 1 vigour due to despair. There was a cultist attempting to raise a plague demon, salted meat hanging from the ceiling, which was actually from a horse we knew, a bandit scout looking for loot, a seer with haste runestone patrolling, and a luminous tentacle in a bucket, elder held in a sea cave by a sea deity. Then we came to this other bonfire which we weren't able to rest at. So what I'm going to try and do is not going to replay all those bits. We're finding our way back to this bonfire to try and rest at it again. So we need a spirit save, which we managed to do. So if we get killed again, we'll go back here and not have to make our way all the way through there. So yeah, but this is the crushing cave, but this time we've overcome our claustrophobia and despair, and it's time to head back to see the stone demon again, which is the way forward. Now we've lost 1 vigour because we died. I think that's for this. Yeah, we lost 1 vigour previously because we were overcome with despair, but this time we've lost 1 because we've died. Right, so we're back up to 12 resilience. We are back up to 12 strength. We have our flask refilled, and we should try and take on this stone demon again. So once again we will try to get a sneak attack as we try to roll 10 or less, and we don't, so the demon hears his approach and gets the first attack. 5, it does a normal attack, which 1, it hits us with a club. 5 damage, take away 1 for our buckler, so 4, we're down to 8 resilience. And now we will do we'll use 1 fatigue, spend 1 fatigue to do a hack attack. So we get we roll damage with advantage because he's vulnerable to iron, and we double the highest result. So 6 and 2, so he gets 12. Take away 2 of his defense, so he loses 10. He's down to -1, So that eats into his strength, so strength is down to 12, and now he needs to make a strength save, otherwise we destroy him with his hack attack. So he does make the save, but he is in trouble now, so that was good. He then retaliates by doing something. 7, that is another attack. So is it a club? No, it is a slam. So he rolls d8. 7, take away 1, that's 6. So we are down to 2 resilience. And taking no risks, we will have our mead flask and restore our resilience. Oops, back to 12. Our mead flask restores, 1 sip restores 10 resilience and 2 fatigue, but we've only used 1 fatigue, so we're back up to our normal amount. And yeah, we will now, we're going to spend another hack attack, spend another fatigue to do that. 2 dice, take the best one and double it. So 3, 6, 6 take away, excuse me, 2 is 4. He loses 4 strength, he's down to 8, and he must roll a strength save. No, he fails. So as we launch another devastating hack attack, we smash his stone head to bits, him being vulnerable to iron, so we are actually able to destroy the stone demon, and he releases 1 soul. So we get a soul from him. That is awesome. And we're allowed to carry on our merry way, but I wonder if he has any item of any kind. So let's just roll on the favour or sorrow chart, see if he's got an item. Yes or no. 7 is complications, so I'm going to say no. Perhaps we see he has some gemstone embedded in his forehead, but as he crumbles to dust, as we destroy him, the gemstone crumbles as well. So we don't actually manage to get that, but we do get the soul. So we are able to move on to the next encounter. And what will it be? 3 is a mystery. So it's a cave mystery. Roll the d6. 4 is lost dwarven child with downy beard cries out for aid. So we're going to roll for their NPC reaction. 7 is unsure. So I will do an oracle thing to give me some idea of what's going on. 10, 8. Prepare wrathful. Prepare wrathful human. Yeah, perhaps the child is frightened of humans. Perhaps there's some of the people from the local town or raiders have. Perhaps the child has escaped from sea raiders and is hiding in the caves. His dwarven community was attacked and he was kidnapped. Perhaps they stole the kids for some reason. Perhaps these raiders are to do with this evil sea deity, and these children were kidnapped in order to be sacrificed, and this one escaped. So he's a bit frightened of us, because the only humans he's seen before were these evil raider cultists, and maybe they've gone out on a raid again, or maybe there's some still in the caves. Who can say? But we are going to do a spirit save. We're not great at that, to try and convince this kid that we're not like the raiders. We're nice, and don't know if there's any useful thing we can bribe them with, but yeah, calm down, don't worry. I'm not a raider. I'm here to sort out these raiders for all the terrible stuff they've been doing. So spirit save, I think. Yes! Okay, we convinced the dwarven child that we're not a raider. We're here to help. So is the child able to help us with this future battle we've got coming up with the sea deity? I'll do a favour or sorrow. 5 is favour with complication. That's interesting. So perhaps the child says that we need to find an item that will help us against the sea deity, rather than just say, hey, it's vulnerable to this and you've already got it. We actually have to find something in order to give us an advantage when we fight whatever it is. So yeah, that's something. We have to find a special item. As long as the item wasn't a gem embedded into the head of a stone demon, we should be okay. Now I'm going to tell the dwarven child to go to the bonfire, go through this chamber, and there'll be a turn left and go into the small chamber and wait by the bonfire, and you'll be safe until I come and get you, because I'll, you know, help him out. So we've got another encounter to do. It's encounter 4 from the end. It is mundane. So we go to caves, we go to mundane. 1. Glowing mushrooms shroud the walls. So I'll do a quick oracle roll to give us some information about these mushrooms of some kind. Observe, sorry, D10 first. Delve, 6 is forlorn. Delve forlorn. Delve forlorn hail. So perhaps these mushrooms, much like the strange mushrooms in Into the Weird and Wild, are making a strange noise as the wind blows through them, and it sounds like a ghostly wail. Not whale, a whale. So yeah, just a bit of so we detect from that there's a breeze coming through, so perhaps we are heading downwards towards the sea, and there's a sea cave where the deity is. So basically we're just getting closer. I'm not going to roll the spirit save to see if it fills us with despair. I think it's more of a clue that we're heading down towards the sea, where the chamber is, where the monster has its lair. Yeah, so Banshee morels is what I was thinking about. A mushroom sprouts from warm shaded soil, or in this case a cave. Its neck is fat as a log, and its head is a soft flesh that resembles many skulls fused together. A dull whistle can be heard from its head. So when threatened, the mushrooms will push air from their head, creating a piercing wail that causes deafness for 1d6 hours. We're not going to threaten them, but yes, but these ones are glowing in the dark and illuminating the cave, and the noise comes from the sea breeze. So we shall move on to the next encounter. Which is an obstacle. Could be trouble. So 1 is a pit leads to darkness below. Wow. Oh boy. Yeah, we stumble across this pit, and are we able to save ourselves from falling into it? Okay, deck save. Oh, thank goodness. So we sort of stumble across it and manage with our excellent reflexes to leap the gap. That was a worry. I thought we were going to be in big trouble there. We'd be seeing that dwarven child sooner than we expected by heading back to the bonfire. And for our next encounter, we have a conflict. Might be a good way to end this session. Okay, what do we fight? Not another stone demon or something crazy. Oh no, not another stone demon, seriously though. I'm going to re-roll that because I don't want to fight another stone demon. It just seems a bit... Mind you though, perhaps this stone demon also has a... perhaps this is where we find the item. This one also has a gem in its head. So we could try and overcome that. So it starts with 9 resilience. I still have 12. Right. Yeah. Okay, we will fight this one. And this time we need to get the gem out of its head in order to help us against the final boss. So I'm going to try and roll dex, which is 10, in order to get the first hit. And we do. We are able to sneak in. And I'm going to use a point of fatigue to get another hack attack. So we don't know that this one is vulnerable to iron. So that was a special case for the other one. So we're just going to do hack attack. 4 total. Yeah, so I should have just taken the first roll and doubled it, so I hit it for 2, but it's got a defense of 2, so I don't do any damage. I am feeling a bit unsure right now. So, no, we didn't do a dire strike. Gosh, right. So what does the what does the demon do? Enemy actions. 6, 7, 8. It does a normal attack, but which one? It attacks with a slam. So that's D8. 5. Take away 1. That's 4. So we're down to 8. Not sure I'm confident with this. Right. I'm going to do a different action, I think, than my axe, because I'm going to use my Seether Spear. So instead of swinging my axe, I step back and I blast it with the Seether Spear. Oh god. And that doesn't get through either. That does cost fatigue, so this is going really badly, this fight. What does the demon do? 7 is another ordinary attack, which is another slam. This is bad. It does a 3, so that's... I lose 2 resilience. This is really awful. I'm going to use another point of fatigue and try and see the spear again. 2, that's awful. It still doesn't get through. I'm in so much trouble. 9, the enemy does an ordinary attack. It's a club this time. Just rolls a d6 as it hits me with its club. 5, take away 1. I'm down to 1. resilience, so I'm going to drink from my flask again. I'm up to 11. I've run out of flask now. I might need to go back to the bonfire, but the good thing is boss enemies like this don't respawn. I will use my final fatigue to try and roll with the Seether Spear again. I should be trying to dodge some of this stuff, but 6, that's more like it. So it's down to 3, and I'm not going to use, I mean obviously most of your actions use fatigue, but I've just been trying to blast him with my spells with using my fatigue. So okay, now what does the demon do in response? It's now down to 3 resilience, so that's quite good. Oh gosh. Wild attack, spirit save or falter from the ferocious attack. My spirit is... I miss the next turn, and I take double damage from whatever weapon it uses. It's the club this time, so I roll double it to... so I actually just lose 1, but I do lose my next attack, so it takes another action, which is 7, and that's an ordinary attack. It uses its club and rolls a 3, take away 1, I lose 2 resilience, and now I'm back in the fight. I'll just use my axe. 8, awesome. Doesn't do critical strike because I'm not using an ability, but I hit it for 8. It's down to -5 on its strength, so that's 8. Its strength is down to 8 with that hit. It must roll a strength save, and it just does. Wow. What does it do? 7 is an ordinary attack. It rolls, it does a slam attack. That's d8. 6, take away 1 is 5. I lose 5, I'm down to 3 resilience now. Right, I need to finish it off. I'm just using my normal axe attack. 6, that's good. Take away 2, that's 4. It is down to 4. Now it must roll a strength save, and it doesn't, just misses because it's on strength 4. So it collapses. I snatch the gem out of its forehead before that crumbles to dust, and the rest of its body does crumble. And now I have the advantage when I come up against the evil sea deity which has kidnapped this elder.